The main thrust of the organisation is caring for older people throughout the country. We have many offices around the country, and they work for the care of older people in their homes and also when they go into residential care as well. So it's been there for them and being a place where they can get advice and sometimes protection. So it's a really good organisation.
Now this is becoming of more and more importance as we have a growing elderly population, of course, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is, yes. I mean, we can see that just as we go around the streets, we can see more and more older people around, and we need to take care of them because they're part of our taonga, our treasure.
Is the need for an organisation like Age Concern and Dispersion on New Zealanders, are we treating our elderly well?
Generally, yes, we are. But of course, there are some times when that doesn't happen and people are abused or neglected. And so we have to be there to step in to do something about it.
Righto. So Elder Abuse Day, what would you ask New Zealanders to be thinking about on a day such as this?
Well, I would say to people, think of the elder members of their family and make sure that they're safe. Maybe think of people in their street. If they know of an older person in their street who they may be a little bit worried about, go and knock on the door and say, "Are you okay today?" And that'd be a wonderful thing to do if all New Zealanders just checked on their older people living near to them.
All right. Now, Jess Breeze is a nurse and an advisor for elder abuse neglect prevention. Talk to us about elder abuse. What's the definition, Jess?
Elder abuse is a single or repeated act or lack of appropriate action occurring within an expectation of trust. So it's about behaviours that can affect the older person.
All right. How much of this is going on in New Zealand?
Quite a lot. We are currently receiving approximately about 9, 10, 11 referrals a week. Some of them are ongoing cases of elder abuse, and some of them are potential cases of elder abuse, and we're able to prevent them from getting any worse.
Tell us about the details. Is this a case of perhaps not so mobile elderly not getting correct care, or is this a case of something, well, a little harsher than that?
No, it's not, and it's quite difficult to actually pinpoint it. It's the most common abuse that's happening is financial, so it's about preparing older people to keep their finances safe and educating them on how we can prevent that. But it's also about, we are also seeing quite a lot of self-neglect in the community, so just as Charles was saying, checking on your neighbours, because communities, families aren't quite as connected as I think they possibly were, and older people are lonely and isolated.
Well, that's certainly got to be part of it. There has been a breakdown in the family, and also I'd suggest that perhaps is it a Kiwi thing, but many of the elderly in our community are quite humble. They kind of don't want to be a bother.
Yes, yeah, we definitely do see that, and of course we are rights based, and it is their right to choose to live like that. But again, if they know that there are people out there that are that can help them keep safe, and if people are aware of their neighbours that may not have family, it's a way of preventing those sort of situations happening.
Jess, if there are elderly people watching this that feel that they're not getting their rights looked after, should they be in touch with Age Concern?
Yes, definitely. It's all about speaking up. That's what World Elder Abuse Awareness Day is about. It's not accepting that this is going to happen, and it doesn't need to happen. No, I would definitely encourage older people to be in touch with us and to make sure they know that we are a confidential service.
Right. Reverend Tyrrell, around New Zealand, Age Concern, obviously a pretty busy organisation.
Yes.
Big day coming up on the 15th. What's actually going to happen as part of the day?
Well, there are different things happening in different places. I don't know the details of every happening, but here in Nelson we've got a special day entitled Elder People Matter. And it's going to have a positive spin to it. I talked about this to the National Board the other week, and they were delighted to hear what Nelson was doing, because we're getting young children involved. They've done artwork, and it's just lovely to have the generations mixing. And I think that's going to be one of the themes around the country as well, that the different generations should be caring for each other.